Sherlock meets Lovecraft. Okay. $39.99 for that. How many games do they have? I'm not logged in on here. That's why it's not. That's why it's being funny. $98. Oh, don't dox your birthday on a video. Don't dox your birthday on anything. I don't know. Should you dox? Oh, so there's 4 games, but 2 are like full games, and I'm guessing these are small ones. They're all very positive. The first one is mostly positive, and I'm playing the crappiest one, according to this, and then the others are good, but there's a devil, and then there's a Lovecraft, and what's this one? The Realms of the... So is this just like a fantasy Sherlock? Okay. I'm sure there's a Sherlock game where he fights Jack the Ripper. Maybe I'm making that up, but I'm sure someone did one. Or I was about to say they lost the rights to this one, but Sherlock is public domain. But anyway, he somehow looks more and less Twinky than I thought he was going to be. And I've seen some gameplay of this. A mother's love. Ask the receptionist about my room. The Maltese Bridge was a gift from the Hospitallers to the island that saved them during the French occupation of Malta. Dead End. The Mind Palace is in there. The Mind... Ah, I can be... Bondaril crudely do.
Ginger, that's what you need. A mouthful of the good stuff and you'll see the back of any seasickness.
Oh, thank you for your support, John. Don't suppose you actually...
Why are they misspelling John?
No, I don't get seasick.
Terrific.
Don't worry, Sherry.
And also, why is John also...
I can see land through the porthole.
So much for docking by tea time.
This
Captain
is...
seemed more interested in his maids than in his maps.
Oh, is Sherlock grumpy? Cheer up. We're back where we grew up. It's exciting. What's changed? What's the same?
Ugh. I'm starting to question whether the weeks-long journey was worth it. Travelling all this way, enduring this indignity...
I don't like to speak over...
It is my mother's.
Cutscenes.
That's just Mycroft's nonsense, still rattling around in your head. Try to forget what he said.
Oh, what's Mycroft gonna look like? What kind of twink is he gonna be?
A performative farce, a feeble excuse to avoid responsibilities, and that there was nothing to be gained from it.
You needed to do this. Enough of the self-pity and doubt. So we're a little late. What of it? We'll retire to the hotel and visit her in the morning. It'll be worth it.
Thank you, John.
And
So,
if you want to notify the captain's wife of his indiscretions...
Watson looks like someone whose idea of the Victorian era, or just any kind of old-timey England, has been through exclusively looking at Peaky Blinders posts on Facebook. I don't know if anyone else has kept getting those, but they've stopped now that the show's over. But just people you used to go to school with on Facebook who now their entire life is just posting pictures of Mr. Peaky Blinders. And it's just like captions like, "Don't fuck with my friends. I'm mean when I want to be." That kind of stuff. It's a real subset group of people. Look at those water textures. Just... Also, I didn't take anything in through that cutscene. I didn't pay attention to anything that they were saying. I was distracted at first by both of their very much twinkiness, and then when he wet his face, I don't like any kind of wet face texture in a game, because it makes most games it looks greasy, and I feel like he had a greasy face.
Yes.
He's calling me Sherry in this? Oh, this has got to be deliberate. You can't make Sherlock this much of a twink and not be deliberate. I promise I'm not going to be saying he's twinky for the entire thing, but like, you know. No, this is the crossover between the two sections of type of person you knew in school. The person who posts nothing but the Peaky Blinders memes, and then the person who just loves going on Amazon and searching like Assassin's Creed hoodie. You know, there's too many folds in it like this, there's too many buttons, yeah. What's even in... Is that just an empty bag on it? And a wallet chain with no wallet. There's not even a... Oh no, there is a pocket. There's a pocket on there, but the wallet chain isn't going into the pocket. So there's no wallet on that. That's purely for decoration. Watson also quite twinky, but like...
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
This is a Polish game as well, and that's why I'm thinking, like, is this a bunch of Polish guys who have only ever seen Peaky Blinders? What are these? Apples? Orange? I don't know. Who are you two? They've only been in contact with 3 British things. Peaky Blinders, Sherlock the TV series, because otherwise why's the Mind Palace in here, and the one episode of Doctor Who where he wears a fez. So they're definitely in the, like, 2010 to... Whenever Peaky Blinders started, they're in that era of British culture.
Sherlock, don't get lost in this huge garden. Follow the sound of my voice.
Welcome to Il Palazzo de Lusso, sir.
El Palazzo de Lusso?
If you need
Thank
something,
you.
sir, please inquire at
Are
reception.
you also a fan of that one episode of Doctor Who where he wears a fez?
Welcome to Il Palazzo di Lusso, sir. We just need your signature.
There you are.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Yes, we have room 221 prepared for you. I see it was reserved for 2 people. Would you like a second key?
Oh, no, I think we'll stick together.
Very good. Rooms are
Is that
upstairs,
going to
sir.
be what...
Welcome to
Why is
Cordova.
my phone going?
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
Is that going to be the 221B in this game? It's just a hotel room? I got really annoyed at that because I thought, like, you're doing a reference. I think I've gone through the phase of, like, hating franchise stuff to the point where any kind of mild reference to a thing I hate. And also I keep looking at over here and I'm like, anytime I look here, pretend I'm looking here. Because my face is on there, but you're there. When can I use my detective mode?
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see
You
our room. I hope there's a balcony
Oh, I
with a
have to
view.
go to the room and then... What did I press then? I pressed the caps lock
Hurry up, Sherlock. I want to see our room. I hope there's a balcony with a view.
by, I think, mistake, and you can see the caps lock tagging on and off, but now I'm in the detect Cordonian cook, alcoholic friendly. Italian receptionist, polite and sympathetic. But I can't read John. So I'll give you the 3 things that are gonna come off of John. Peaky Blinders, Twink, I'm looking at his shoes, trying to think of something to say about his shoes, but no, I've got nothing. He's just a Peaky Blinders twink. English noble, sleep problems, affable. He's just like me. Kurd physician, social anxiety, friendly. Cordonian. Okay, read that one. I want to read the 3rd one. Albanian lawyer, xenophobe. Marking someone down as xenophobic while your detective mode is like just racially profiling everyone. Every single person, it's just here's where they're from and here's where they're from and just 2 personality traits. I can't even remember if it like went off by accident or if I'm supposed to be seeing every Z? Oh, so Q is the detective mode. Scottish diplomat, drank red wine recently, sympathetic. Welsh maid. Greek servant, cat lover, sympathetic. Wait, is that star phone? Okay. Where's the room? 229. Oh, hell yeah. Love this guy. No, put your hand back like it was before. He was... No, he was a bit... Yeah, he's got the same thing going on that Sherlock has. 228. Greek engineers. Being affable and being sympathetic are real big in this hotel. Cordonia. What is Cordonia? Is Cordonia a country that doesn't exist anymore? Cordonia. No. Cordonia. Oh, Cordonia is a made-up country in the games that are made by this studio. Hello. What nationality are you?
I
Turkish.
apologise, sir,
Hell
but
yeah.
Your room is not yet ready. Perhaps in the meantime you would like to relax in the foyer? Tonight the restaurant is offering a complimentary marlin ceviche to all our guests.
Italian artist has a pug friendly.
Let's check what they have on
Oh,
offer.
John. Okay. What do they have on offer? German banker, back pain, sympathetic. German artist, tends horses, sympathetic. What are you? Kenyan barman, bored and sympathetic. Okay. What are these? Shrimps, I think. Check what they have on offer. What am I checking? Oh no, they're not. No, when is this set? I think... When is Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 set? '88. Okay. Italy. Italy. And it's... When did it... Okay, so it is that... I was googling when slavery ended in Italy, and it says... It said it ended in 1880, so... I'm not entirely sure if they're willingly staff here. Oh, another... Oh, they always stop being fruity whenever I arrive. Check what else is on offer. What did it mean by that? Casebook? Some time in the foyer. I have to spend time in the foyer, but what do I do in the foyer?
Your room is upstairs, sir. Number 221.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were going to have a second thing to tell me to do. I'm looking for literally anything to interact with.
Pardon, monsieur.
Oh.
But I am not in the mood to talk.
The one person I find that I can talk to, and he doesn't want to. French noble, pretentious perfume, sympathetic. You've already got French on there, you don't need to add pretentious as well. I would have gathered
Hey, Sherry,
that much.
just our luck.
A medium, John. Haven't we been through this already?
Come on, it's not like we've got anything better to do.
So it's spelled John wrong again, so this is... Is this the catchy persona?
Mr. Galich is conducting a séance at the moment. Perhaps you'd care to have your portrait drawn while you wait?
Why?
Pardon me?
Why should I sit for a portrait?
Sir, it's art. It doesn't need a why. It is its own justification.
All things require justification, be they objects, systems, or beliefs.
How about art as the lens through which we see the truth of the world?
That's backward. Truth is not subjective and not complicated. It's just the truth. It either is or it isn't. You do not need a lens to see it.
I'm
just
drinking
open
piss,
eye.
by the way.
Ha! That seems rather close-minded. Truth, like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. So tell me, what do you see?
Mediocrity.
Why has it got chains on
Come now,
the
Sherry, what are
tie
you doing to
collar,
deserve
but
that?
then
The servant
a
mentioned
tie
ceviche
over
for
it?
our Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
And a tie pin fit. What's the name for those? Tie clip. It's got a tie clip, a chain, and a tie. You don't... He's got no justification for doing all this.
You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table. I'm starving.
Is he gonna call me Sherry for the entire thing? Because I'm not on board with that.
Your room is upstairs, sir. Number
No.
221.
If seafood's not to your taste, everyone loves Benedict's batch. Our poached eggs.
Oh,
with
fuck
hollandaise
off.
sauce.
Fuck off. Another No, the Sherlock... Like, Sherlock references would be deliberate in this, but that's... I'm not on board with that. I hate this.
The servant mentioned ceviche at the bar, Sherry. You should grab us some, and I'll find us a table.
Ceviche?
I'm starving.
Oh, do I tell him to give me ceviche? Do I have to... No! I'm looking for ceviche.
John found us a nice table for the evening.
Oh, ceviche's a food. I thought it was a drink.
Sherry, I'm over here with my new earth.
Cordona's even quieter than I remembered. It's going to be a long evening.
Ah, come now, Sherry. What say we amuse ourselves with a little game?
I love a dialogue option wheel with one
What are you
option.
thinking? Oh, promise me it isn't nonsense. After being cooped up on that boat, I am itching for activity.
No. As you can see, someone left a cane on our table. I simply thought you could identify its owner.
Ah, so it is nonsense. It'll take me a minute, John, at most.
Well then, you can deliver it to him as well.
I'm used to games like give me the illusion of choice with a dialogue wheel. And it's like, yes, yes reluctantly, and then rude option.
Deliver it to him. Then what are the staff here for? Aesthetics?
Stubborn, Sherry, too stubborn. You wanted something to do.
Slapping oneself in the face is also something to do. That doesn't make it worthwhile. But all right, let me take a look. The hand grip is a head of a golden Javanese statue, probably stolen from a temple. The dents suggest it has been used as a bludgeon. The cane is made of ebony, it's worn uncared for, and bears the scars of numerous hits. A crest depicting a bulb of garlic in a meadow, perhaps the Fielding family or Meadows, or Craven, from the Old English name meaning garlic place. This cane is an expensive and ostentatious weapon. Its owner must be vain, volatile,
Does that
and
mean...
of noble English
So
blood.
Wes Craven was Wes Garlic Place the whole time?
Don't ask me about the cane. I was with you. All right. I hope you noted down your observations in your casebook. But how are you going to find this nobleman?
The cane itself is not enough. I may have to ask other guests if they saw who was here.
Right. Anyone a nobleman here? Hides a gun. Where? Oh, there we go. Lives in cold climate. Lived in cold climate. Oh, these are all separate adventures I can do? Or are they? I don't know. X to pin evidence?
May I ask you something?
Friend, you're lucky. There is something I know about this.
There were 3 people at the table, a couple and a retired Navy officer. Into the
even
front
with your
garden.
keen senses,
Okay.
Sherry, I doubt you'll find the cane's owner on your first try.
And
Why are
would
you
be
being such a
confident enough
prick?
to bet on it, my friend?
Why not? Let's see how good you really are.
Follow me. Can I... how do I get these tagged bits off my screen? I don't need all of those. Welsh singer. Pharmacist. Swedish clerk. Retired military officer. Okay.
Do you know anything about this?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
Mr. Rhodes. How bad of a Navy officer are you then if you're called Mr. Rhodes?
Hey,
Is that like a
Sheriff,
discharge
have
thing?
A perfect excuse to visit the séance.
I'm just going to give the cane to its owner. You will not persuade me to take part in this show. Are you able to help me?
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
Well, it's... Oh, did
May
it
I
not
ask
say
for
that
your
he was that?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what? And dressed as what?
Oh, so I was supposed to, like, get that on the first go? This one. Hello? Hides a knife. Former Navy... He was the former Navy officer. So how do I... Can I not give him back the cane?
Do you know anything about this?
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
You haven't heard of your own cane? So we just... I'm married and...
Help me, please.
Excuse me? What?
Oh, I already
I'm not sure
talked to
I
him.
know.
This isn't working.
Can I ask you a
You
question?
might need a different
I
tack.
can't help you with that, sir.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find
Shut
the
up.
answer.
You aren't even a detective. And you can't spell your name right.